Studio time.
Ooh, big head on the beat.
Darling, it's so, darling, you're so cold. Why you do that to my heart is low. I've been feeling days, girl, I'm on them days. Girl, I need that back, girl, I need that back. You that me up at the best time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in the type of vibe where it's kind of bringing me under real quick.
Right.
You know, and the way you hit me up, the way you approach me, I'm like, I need some inspiration.
Right.
I need something to bring me out of this funk.
Right.
The way I was carrying the show before, it was good. Like the last episode, I explained, like, yeah, everything was all right.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't under my wing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had to take a step back, and taking a step back makes me lose inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me lose that motivation.
Right.
I need that shit again. Doing this again, trying to make these dreams happen successfully.
That's what it's about.
I need that inspiration.
Yeah.
So like you couldn't hit me up at the more right of time.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we all trying to make it. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to make it. Everybody's trying to do what they have to do in order to succeed. But the question is, what is that thing? You know what I mean? What is it, and how do you get there? That's the multiple. That's the question that everybody wants to know.
So all right. So if I'm giving you advice, what I want, what I'm trying to get, the success that I'm trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the bougie.
Right.
I don't want the better than you.
Right.
I want the I fuck with you.
Right.
Because you're like me almost.
Right.
You kind of go through this, but you're the only one that had the sack to go and get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that has dreams.
Right.
I mean, shit, fuck it. Everybody has dreams, right?
Exactly.
But there's a lot of forces that go against that.
Mm-hmm.
Like society, I guess.
Right.
You have to stick to these rules. You have to stick to these things that's gonna make you successful.
Right.
But the only ones that's making bread is the ones that go outside the box.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I'm that person that's caught in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
What society is giving me right now is telling me I need to stick to this one path.
Mm-hmm.
But with my brain, with my heart, it's telling me like, yo, you stick to your talents.
Right.
But
well, at the end of the day, man, I'll tell you one thing is that you're only going to be successful in what you love to do. So I recognized this a long time ago, man. I'm the type of person where if you tell me to do something, I'm going to do the complete opposite because I hate being told what to do. I don't know if you're the same way, but I hate being told what to do. That's the same reason why I quit my job a long time ago.
I hate that shit.
It's the same reason why I'm an entrepreneur now. I don't have a boss. I am my own boss. You know what I mean? And we all should be our own boss. So at the end of the day, you got to understand, forget what everybody else doing. You know what I mean? This ain't what you doing. And you got to understand, if you want to be successful, it takes you to sit back and think about no one else but yourself for like that moment, you know what I mean? And then figure out exactly what does this mean? What do I want to do? What's my purpose? You know what I mean? And once you can figure that out, what do I love to do? Then, hey, it's all about you, man. My favorite motto is, hey, when I die, who gonna get in that casket with me? Nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you got to live your life. You know what I mean? That's all it is. You have to live your life. If you ain't living your life for you, you're living it for somebody else. Simple as that.
Okay. Are you in a relationship?
I am.
You are in a relationship.
Yeah,
are you in a cohesive relationship? Like y'all work together. Y'all, she supports what you're doing.
Definitely.
Because there's a lot of artists that's out here, trying to be rappers and trying to be singers, but they're in a relationship and they females know, like, yo, I know.
Right.
If I'm gonna support you, I know the other females is coming.
Right, exactly.
I know that lifestyle is coming.
Exactly.
And that I feel like they kind of put you back a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's look at it like this. It's so a relationship is what I like to call mutualistic. That means that you're benefiting as well as she's benefiting. You guys both are benefiting from each other. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if she understands that that's a part of the lifestyle, then that means that you just got a down trick. That means your girl is there for you. She understands. But at the same time, that means that you gotta understand that you got this down trick too.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you gotta learn how to say no, or you gotta learn how to be professional. You know what I'm saying? So, example, I heard that Drake, like when he goes to perform and all that, he has all the groupies and all that stuff. They're outside, but he's inside of his room practicing his craft. You know what I mean?
While the groupies are outside.
Outside doing whatever.
All right, honestly, opinion. You think that? You think he fucking?
Hey, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you one thing: Drake, the only rapper right now that's sponsored by Apple. You know what I'm saying? Not only, but you know what I mean. Like,
he got a good record.
He's doing this thing.
Yeah.
So my point is this: like, you gotta understand, like, you gotta stay focused, man. You know what I mean? You gotta stay focused. Who was that? Kodak Black.
Tunnel vision.
You know what I mean?
Hey, that shit hot though. You know what I'm saying? That simple ass shit hot though.
Yeah. Hey,
but yeah, it's just, I guess for me, it was just a lot going on at the time. Because I felt like I was confusing a lot of people of what I was doing. I do run a podcast show. Don't get it twisted. And I am gonna host that shit because that's the title you get when you run a podcast or a show of any kind. But at the end of the day, I'm not like a host like how you would think I am a host. I'm multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? My main thing is artistry. I built this podcast platform so I can come off as an artist. I just did it super, super wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And me doing it super wrong kind of just brought me down. And there's only a couple of things that I've seen from the show that gave me that, like, all right, you doing something right. You're doing something right. Because obviously the way you articulate, the way you come off, your personality is likable. Somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But that's what I want as an artist trying to get fans. I don't want to be mysterious. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the leather jacket and the swivel in the hair.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want motherfuckers to know, all right, this YD.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This why that nigga made that song.
Okay.
There's a lot of songs I have that don't come from just anywhere. You know what I mean? And I feel like we need a lot more of that.
Yeah.
But I'm a little timid. I'm a little timid about it.
I look at it like this. Well, the first thing, like you said, is I disagree, man. I think that obviously you ain't doing nothing wrong because, this is the reason why I'm on the show right now is because I saw what you were doing, and I
appreciate that.
I see the progress and I see what it can be and what it was, The hardest thing for a person to do, man, is to start something. So it can't be a mistake that you did this thing. You know what I mean? That's the first thing.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
And after the second thing I would say probably is just that, man, if you got to understand that the artist comes after you figured out who you are. The artists and the fans come after you figured out what you're talking about. Do this stuff, man. When you make a song, when you put everything in it because that's what you love and that's what you want to listen to. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't think about what would they want to listen to because that's when people get lost. That takes away from originality. You know what I'm saying? When you make a song, you have to put it. What would I walk around with my beats on and bump my head to? You know what I'm saying? If you can listen to yourself all the way on a road trip and love it, then hey.
See, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't walk around with other people's music playing in my ear.
Right.
I might hear something on the radio real quick because someone else is in my car. They don't like to listen to that shit.
Right.
If it's not my music, I'll tell you it's about 80s oldies.
Right.
About 70s oldies.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You want to quiz me shit, we can do this shit right now.
Right.
But you know what I mean? But I do that shit on a daily basis. I listen to a lot of my music, but it was just, I'm not trying to do this just for nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to just be the guy that tried out his dreams and didn't succeed.
Right.
It's a big difference from being that guy and then being that guy that does succeed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I wasn't raised with the right foundations to be assertive as what I want to be.
Why do you say that?
Well, shit, my pops was locked up for a long time when I was a kid. So a lot of my life, I was a kid raising other kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really grow up with ideas.
Right.
I grew up with experience. I made a lot of mistakes, my dude. I made a lot of mistakes, and that's the way I know how to carry myself right now.
Right.
But I know, coming from that spot, I know I'm gonna make a lot more mistakes.
Yeah.
But them, you know what I'm saying? Those mistakes are beneficial to me.
Yeah.
A lot of people might look at my mistakes and be like, "Oh, you fucking up," or "YD, you don't know what the fuck you doing. You don't know what you're talking about." But for me, it's like, yo, I'm the one going through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you either sit for the ride or you don't.
Exactly.
I'm at the point right now. I don't have too much time.
I look at it like this, man, and everybody comes from different backgrounds, you know. And I always say that your environment doesn't make you. You decide who you want to be. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, you know, with your father, first of all, thanks for sharing that. You know, that's very personal. You know,
It's
but
I told everybody on the first, you know what I'm saying, come back.
Definitely.
I'm giving it all for me.
Exactly,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
You know, and a lot of people will relate for that because it's authentic.
Mm.
But like I was saying, man, I think that I strongly believe that it's not about your upbringing because, you know, you see people from all facets of life making it. You know what I mean? The truth is, man, and this might sound stereotypical, but if you have the right desire, you know what I'm saying? Desire is one of my favorite words because desire to me means that you're going to do anything. You want this so bad that you're almost obsessed with it. And that's what you got to understand, man, is that don't worry about your mistakes you're going to make. Nobody is perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect, you know? So that's the first thing. You can etch that out. And as soon as you understand that nobody's perfect, you're going to make mistakes. But as long as you're making mistakes forward, hey, you can get up. And guess what? You're a little bit more closer because you fell forward instead of falling backwards. You know what I mean? So I think that...
I feel like you're talking to a lot of people right now besides me.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, hey,
whoever.
whoever.
That's a lot of the purpose of this show is that I want to reach people who are like where I'm going through or that kind of goes through this struggle. I mean, it don't matter. You don't have to want to rap on a mic. You don't have to want to make videos or nothing like that. You know, you can want to just be a businessman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're right. Your upbringing, it doesn't really have too much effect when you get older and you realize that type of shit. You know?
Hey, we all the same, man. You know, if I learned this a long time. I played football quite some time.
I feel like you play football.
You know, I played football. Yeah, actually with Tyru. You know, so we played ball together.
Oh, this motherfucker ever tell you he stole the ball from me on the kick return?
For real?
Oh, he didn't tell you that shit, did he?
Nah.
He lucky he almost made a touchdown for me too, though. You know.
Yeah. But no, man, I played ball, and one thing I learned in either in college ball or high school, wherever it be, is that.
Well, I'm sorry. What'd you pick?
So I played at East Illinois.
Eastern Illinois. Oh shit.
So,
okay.
Yeah, a few guys I know they're still in the NFL right now. They're doing pretty good for themselves. But you know, so I played on a very high playing field, and one of the things I've learned, man, is that, hey, we all come from wherever, anywhere. Some people come from the gutter. Some people come from the rich of the rich. But when you on this playing field, when you on this battleground, it don't matter. It goes back to that desire and how bad you want it. So let's relate this to you right now. You know, you got a vision, you got a goal. And I'm going to go a little bit off for 2 seconds. And I look at it like this. I painted a picture, right? So you got to dream with me for 2 seconds. I look at it like this. Everybody has a canvas, right? That's life. Your empty canvas, right? And to you have a thought, okay? You have your thought. You understand what your canvas. You're like, this is a Mona Lisa. And they're like, this ain't no Mona Lisa, fool. This is an empty canvas. Like, what are you talking about? You tripping? But in your head, you're looking at this thing like, no, this is the Mona Lisa. This is the greatest painting that you will ever find. And I'm telling you, I'm going to do it. This is the greatest painting ever. And people, they can't understand you because they can't see what's inside your head. So here's the cool thing about this analogy is that all you have to do is, first of all, you have to take away the people. And you have to understand that they won't support me until they see what I'm doing, till I turn into reality. So with your rapping to your podcast, what you have to do, man, is you got to get that paint. You got to get that paintbrush, and you got to get the drawing. And then eventually what's going to happen with the people is they're going to say, oh, okay, I kind of see the face right there. Oh, okay, there go the hair right there. Oh, I kind of see it. Until eventually they like, that's the greatest artist I've ever seen in my life. What a beautiful painting. You know what I mean? That's
the
life.
The way you put shit into perspective,
you know what I mean?
It's like shit, man.
I'm telling you, you know.
It's exactly what I need to hear coming off of this shit, you know. The last episode I did, I mean, it was very doubtful.
Right.
You know? It was very hopeful. You know? And you, like I said, dog, you couldn't hit me up at the most best time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because this is exactly what I needed.
Exactly.
You know? That extra. But we're gonna come back to this shit really quick. The song I played in the beginning for you is called "You're the One." It's me and Volo, obviously, and the song really had significance at the time when I did it. because I was going through a breakup and I didn't want it to happen. But chasing a dream and having a relationship, it just doesn't go together sometimes.
Right.
It just doesn't go.
Mm-hmm.
Some girls might want a normal life.
Right.
Some girls just want that white picket fence and the kids and the dog and the cat. Just fuck a cat, but
right.
some females want that shit, and I didn't want it at the time, and I didn't want it to end particularly. But that's where the song came from. So I'm gonna go off to the song, and we're gonna come back with some extra shit. So.
You that one. You that, hot. You're gonna soil my love soon as you stop fucking around and then what? Finesse together, we match our chests together. Whenever I put my diamonds on, I think of you. I put on 3, I give you 2. Put it on that workout, diamonds on. I need it for the right girl, now you know, baby. Baby, oh, baby. Give me that shit, make a nigga go crazy. You're the one, I got hot like summer, I'm August sun. And you respond well to my compliments. The milk in your head smell like coconut. I know that's love, I know it's love. I need it back. I know it's love.
I can't believe this thing actually really popped off. In school they always told me, stop fidgeting.
Right.
It was frowned upon almost. But now they got a device that kind of just helps you get rid of that fidget.
Right. This is dope.
Yeah, it's actually, what I'm saying, it's very entertaining, right?
Yeah.
The thing about these is that I realized that fidgeting is almost a benefit. It keeps your brain active.
Right.
It keeps you focusing on a task, regardless if it's as simple as this, spinning, or holding on your fingers. I can't really, I'm not as good as that.
Right.
But some people hold on their fingers, let it spin. It's a tool, it's a device. Bro. What we're talking about right now, someone had a dream. Somebody had this concept. Fidgeting is cool.
Exactly.
$6.4 million.
That's crazy.
$6.4 million.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
Wow.
$1 at the gas station. Some places $15, $10. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you get it from. But this is how simple an idea could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you. You gotta look at it, man. I mean, I love talent. This is. I see why I made that. Look, I can't get my eyes off it. I'm out here talking and doing something. So I like to sit down and really meditate sometimes.
Meditation.
And, yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
That's yours, by the way. You keep that. That's a gift
it.
from the podcast.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna definitely mess around with it too.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was sitting down and I was thinking, man. I was standing in front of this tree, man. This tree was huge. I was like, I don't know. Sometimes it just throws me off. I'm a little strange sometimes. So the tree was just throwing me off, like how big this tree is. It's massive. I'm like, you probably think like you see trees every day, but I'm thinking like, wow, like this tree at least has to be like 200, 300 years old. I thought to myself that like, man, this tree is similar to an idea. This tree is similar to life, because this little tree started off as a seed. And I always say to my head that each idea is nothing but a seed. You know what I mean? So say if a person says that I got this $1 million idea, that's their seed. You know what I'm saying? Just because your seed is small, does that mean that it's not that 100-foot tree? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the truth about things. So all you have to do is figure out, okay, what's going to get your tree to grow? Okay, I need water, or I need to practice my rap game, or I need to, you know what I mean? I need to figure out, or I need to read books. I need to do these things in order to figure it out. So if you find the right nourishment, you got that right idea, you could turn anything into $1 million or $1 billion even.
That's why I see, you know what I'm saying? That's why you an inspirational speaker. You know what I'm saying? That's why you do this shit, because you know how to put things into perspective where it's like, that idea shit. I had a whole thing about these things, but
Definitely.
Fuck that now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the most beautiful thing about an idea is that it comes from you. I feel like, whether you need people to make that idea come to life is one thing, but to have an idea in the first place and have the balls to tell people about that idea. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the most beneficial thing you could do for yourself.
I'm telling you, man. I'll give you a little example of an idea. I own a printing company.
Okay.
And I was going to school while I started my brother and I, we both own it, and I was going to school, going to college, all that good stuff. And we decided that we wanted to sell T-shirts to like the local high school kids for the game. That's the idea. We literally playing 2K in the basement, talking about, man, we should really sell T-shirts to these kids. You think they're gonna buy? Like, I'm serious, bro. Like, this was an idea, like some small, like this ain't like an aha moment. But we decided to do it, right? So the cool thing was that we came up with a saying, a little motto. They was playing Romeoville versus Bolingbrook at the time, so we decided to say like the Brook versus the Ville. Let's see who's real. And we was like, we're gonna sell it to Bolingbrook kids, right? Yeah. But then I thought to myself, wait a minute, we're gonna sell it to Romeoville kids too. Why would we limit it? So we had, each side wearing our idea. You know what I mean? And that threw me off because I was like, man, this throws me off completely because this was something we literally playing 2K in the basement. We just talking about it, and now it's actually real life. Well, fast forward 3 years later, I quit my job. I don't work for anybody. I work for myself. I'm about to head over to DeKalb to drop off an order now. I'm constantly bringing in revenue
for the shirts.
For the shirts. We expanded the idea. We're printing. We're invitations. We're banners. We're everything you can think of. So, you'll be amazed that Apple Computer was an idea. The helicopter was an idea. The TV was an idea, all into real life. You know what I mean? So, hey, that idea thing goes a long way.
Dog? You know what? I just hope I can make my ideas come to life for real.
Yeah.
You know. This is something that I really feel like I need, not just for me, but for the people that's surrounded by me.
Yeah.
My homies that's in this business, my family that needs the income.
Right.
And the people that need to hear real shit.
Right.
This is me. This is YD coming off like YD for real now.
Right.
There's no faking it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And this is almost validation because like, yo. Like I said, like if you think this shit is set up, bro, no, this is like almost a sign.
Right.
This nigga hit me up talking about I want to speak. I want to speak some inspiration. I was like, I need that.
Right,
shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So here at the Great Day Podcast, man, I vouch from here on out authenticity.
Yep, there it is, man.
My music will speak volumes. I'm not gonna talk about parties.
Right.
I mean, I would talk about a party,
right.
But it's gonna be a party that actually I live.
Exactly.
It's not just gonna be the standard.
Right. Exactly.
Throwing money on big booties and shit. Like it's all right. It's all right to do that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be that type of artist, man. I want y'all to really feel me. I want y'all to take me as I am.
Yeah.
To be honest, because I don't want y'all to take me if that's not how you take me.
There it is, man. Be you. Because the question is, who could be you better than you?
God damn it, why they don't change?
Nobody can be you better than you.
So do you got some information where people can follow up on you, or you got quotes you do online, or
t-shirts, social media. So I got two companies. The first company is called Lee's Tees Printing Company. You can go to lee'steesprinting.com and you can find us there, put in the order. Or you can go to. I also have a fitness company where I have a team of health coaches.
Oh shit!
And we get down and we put people's plans together. Where all the way from nutrition all the way down to that. That's called the Intrinsic Motivational Fitness Plan. You can follow that on Facebook and also.
You might get a lot of people following that shit because it is May.
Yeah.
And a couple months away from January. I know.
Yeah.
I know the New Year's revolutions didn't really follow through, but it's never too late.
Right.
You got a month.
Yeah.
You got a couple months actually.
You got a few
to get
months.
your shit right.
Contact us. We'll get you right. It's called Intrinsic Motivational Fitness. We got a Facebook page, and like I said, Lee's Tees Printing Company on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
We're gonna do this again, sir.
Yeah.
I promise you, we'll do it again, and we'll do almost like an update. The things that you told me today. We'll see if you follow through.
Definitely.
If not, I'm gonna need some reevaluation.
Always glad to come back.
Man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate that shit.
Hey,
this is the Great Day Podcast, man. It's been a great day. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Great Day Podcast, iTunes, Great Day Podcast, YouTube, Great Day Podcast. I mean, everything's a Great Day Podcast nowadays. So, it's been a great day.
Hey,
thank you, sir.
Great day, man. Great day.